My name is Noah Orlowsky, and this is my mock at World War Brick 2022, hosted by Brickmania. This mock is based off of the original Top Gun movie. I have several scenes from on aboard the carrier, plus other kind of just creative little bits. And then also scenes that were just kind of based off of scenes from both the new movie and the old movie. So we can kind of start over here, where we have a little bit of like a mess hall where some of the soldiers are getting their food. We have our Royal Marine or so with his little dog, and then we have the Top Gun instructors meeting up together to decide who's gonna go to the school. And then over here we have a little bit of a classroom with some minifigures learning from a instructor that you might recognize, and then with a little bit of a chalkboard behind her. And then in here you have the commander's office, where he's dressing down Maverick and Goose, which are minifigures that are designed by Brickmania. These torsos and legs are designed by Brickmania, and then these are heads and hairs that I got from my personal collection. And I did have the opportunity to display some of the Brickmania designs, action pack Top Gun kits that were given to me, well, loaned to me by Shy Time is My Time, who's a great Brickmania YouTuber. Like these two are the instructor pack that you can only get at the Miramar store. Two of the main cast, Slider and Goose here, and then on the other side you can see Maverick and Iceman. We can also go through this hangar, which is kind of a weapons bay with an elevator that goes up to the deck. Like you can see several of the missiles that are used on this F-14 that will later be equipping it. And this plane is designed by Cody Osell and the Brickmania team, and it's coming in to land. And we have American flag here kind of waving in the air, and you can see the Top Gun Maverick and Goose helmets here with visors from the Navy Cold War pilots. And here we also have a bit of an armory here where you can see a Marine and a U.S. Army soldier are getting ready to go deploy or whatever. And then next to the barracks we also have a shower area where some of the characters are meeting. And as you go up to the deck, you can kind of see the angled flight deck's lines as this plane's coming into land. It also has an arrestor wire here for the tail hook to catch that you can kind of see around the back of the kit. So here we have a little light kit for the entire mock, where if I turn these on, it should have all of the lights turn on. So you can now see how all of the cabins are illuminated, and you can also see the red lights coming off of the cockpits in the actual plane. And the deck is also illuminated by these red lights, which are mainly used at night to help the planes land, and also some red lights on the other side of the ship, where you can see the water line and also these pits with some machine guns on the side with a red light that's used at night. So yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of the mock. It's kind of just a little bit of a sum up and an homage to the original sort of film, and I'm pretty proud of how it came out, and I'm actually planning on expanding it through further conventions and trying to make it so I have eventually a full aircraft carrier.
No, fantastic work. The lighting really makes everything stand out. So how did you incorporate that throughout the whole build?
Well, kind of this main back area is basically just full of wires from all of these light kits as they all kind of come down to a main power area in the back. Like I have just wires going through all of the different walls, all this stuff. I tried to keep them sort of out of the way of the figures, but you can kind of see them in the roofs a little bit of the cabins. But it definitely kind of helps brighten up a lot of the cabins, which are kind of harder to see from further away.
This plane design is obviously a complex design. What was the experience of building that like for you?
Well, it's actually designed by Brickmania, by one of their older designers, Cody Osell. I used digital instructions, and it was a really smooth building process. Once you have all the parts and the stickers, it's really nice to build. Kind of the hardest part for me was trying to get the wire through out of the cockpit and down into the ship. And also, I mean, most of the Brickmania kits are pretty complex, so it takes a little bit of experience with Lego and also some Brickmania to kind of get them looking nice.
Any plans to build any movie scenes from the most recent Top Gun movie or any other movies like that?
Yeah, well, maybe next year I might have a custom designed F-18 on the deck instead of the F-14, and I'm eventually going to make the front of the aircraft carrier with the catapults, so I might be using some of the F-18s or F-35s shown in the movie.
Well, great work. Thank you for bringing out to the show here.